Yo, good night, good afternoon, good morning, whatever time you're listening to this. This is being recorded at 8:30 p.m. This is officially the first episode of the Outer Circle podcast with me, Stephen Q. Rose, and most likely every other episode will be assisted with my co-host, Celestino Sanchez, also known as my brother, also known as the young Pisces god. Out here running shit. So yeah, this is gonna be the first piloto episode, the motherfucking pilot, trying to see how it goes, see how long I can expect these to be, and kind of explain to y'all what I'll be talking about and shit like that. I've been fucking saying I was gonna do a podcast for years now, and I've been bullshitting as I normally do. And as of recently, man, I've just been getting pushed by my people to fucking do it. Like, one thing my mom always told me as a fucking kid is that I talk too much. So this might be one way to channel that. And who knows if this is actually going to go anywhere or if it's just going to be close friends listening to this. But it might be just a way for me to vent, I guess, my shit or whatever. I know 2019, guys, so we're trying to get men to speak out on their emotions a lot more, stop that toxicity, that toxic masculinity and shit like that. But yeah, so what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to try to do a show, a solo podcast every Wednesday. So starting today, every Wednesday we'll have it's probably going to be a short little podcast when it's just me, maybe like 30 minutes to an hour. And then on the weekends, me and Celestina will be having a guest on and we'll be shooting the shit with them. And those will be much longer and stuff like that. Like most young creatives, our vision for this podcast far exceeds what we can actually do right now. Obviously we some fucking young adults out here trying to get this motherfucking go up, but this shit hard as fuck. When you got these big bills and you finally independent in life, I know a lot of people right now can relate to that. We're hitting that fucking age where we're finally leaving the nest. Me and Celestino kind of been doing our own thing for a couple of years now, paying our own bills and shit like that. And dude, that shit's a fucking smack in the face when that happens. Like, everything's so sweet when you have your parents helping you out. And I mean, shout out to the people that still do it. Like, I would say I was a bitter person when I first got out of high school because I had to support myself in that way. And I kind of looked at other people who had their support from their families like, damn, bro, like, yeah, you better be in school. You got the support from your people. But, dude, school's hard regardless. And if you got your people to help you out, like, fuck, dude, take advantage of that because it fucking sucks when you have to get on your own. But, try to stay positive with it if you are in that situation because even though you're having to fucking work hard as fuck to pay your bills and to pay school and to maintain yourself, it'll all be worth it, bro. You finna get strong as fuck. Word to my boy Jameis. And, you can use all that shit to manifest a better future for yourself and to keep going. But, damn, we went on a little tangent there already. I fucking like it, brothers. Okay, so right now, dude, like, this fucking setup is so ratchet, bro. I'm recording on a PlayStation headset on my phone. We have a mixer and we have the microphones, the condenser mics. Me and Celestino, like I said, we've been planning on doing this for years now, but we just never did anything with it. Well, actually, that's kind of a lie. We did record a couple podcasts, but they were so bad in regards of quality and in regards of what the fuck we were saying. We can't post them. Those will be archived for years. Maybe one day we'll post them, but as of now they won't see the light of day. So yeah, we have all the equipment needed. We have cameras to record live and to get everything going like that for future podcasts. But I'm so sick of me saying that I'm going to do this shit and never doing it that I forced myself to just do it today. I had a laptop that had all the programs and shit for the drivers, for the mixer and stuff like that, but it died on me on an update. Finally, the hard drive melted on it and I have to get a new computer. So I'm recording this shit on my phone and just to make sure that I'm starting to put content out because even if this shit doesn't pop off, as long as we're putting something out there, that's just something to fuel the creative mind and all that good stuff like that. And plus, since graduating from high school, I lost contact with a lot of friends. I mean, we also follow each other on social medias and stuff, but none of us talk really. I pretty much talked to the small group of friends I had throughout high school, the real real small clique. And other than that, close friends, we just like each other's shit on Twitter or on Instagram, the millennial way to stay in touch. So this could be a way, I doubt people are interested in what the fuck I'm doing, but either way, it's a way we can stay connected or whatever. And I would love to have previous people I used to hang out with to come in and to talk on the weekends. And likely, if you do know me, stories about you will probably end up on this podcast, but I'm going to do my best to not say any names if it's some real fuck shit. But if you did anything in my life, expect to come around in this podcast, bruh. But yeah, I don't know what the fuck I was saying earlier. That's what happens when you smoke weed, man. I made sure to have a lot of weed ready for this to make sure that I could keep talking. And I might have fucked up and smoked a little too much before we started. And I might be talking too fast. I feel like I am. Maybe I just need to slow down a little bit. Damn, Steven. Now y'all got me thinking and shit. A little paranoia in the mix. Cheers, everyone. Thank y'all for listening. So far, we're fucking 5 minutes in. Let's get it, bro. Oh, yeah, I remember what I was saying. I was talking about the quality and the production of this thing. So, yeah, we have everything. But, like I said, I'm just trying to get something out right now. So, these first few ones might just be audio and the logo. I'll probably post it to YouTube just so people can listen to it. And the next few ones will probably go through a quick evolution of me putting pictures or clips with the audio. And then eventually, once me and Celestino have everything locked down, we'll have actual footage of us here in the studio recording the podcast and fucking around in here. So then it'll be legit and everything. And you guys will be able to get full insight into what we're doing and what we're trying to do. We got big plans these next couple years that I kind of won't speak on yet until I'm with Celestino, just because I don't want to fuck shit up and I don't want to hype shit up when we're still working on it. So, well, other than that, guys, I really appreciate y'all coming in here. So let's fucking get to it and some shit. And yeah. Goddamn. So, oh shit, this weed's fucking. Let me drink some water. My throat is hurting. Bro, I hope y'all been drinking water, because if Mick Jenkins finds out that y'all haven't been drinking water, he's gonna be very fucking pissed. That guy and his fucking water. Damn, brother. Y'all ever get worried about smoking weed, man? Because I've been smoking weed. I first started smoking weed in 7th grade, which is fucking horrible. Now that I look back on it, if I could not do that, I probably wouldn't. But that was just one time then at that point. And then it was sporadic, like once every few months until like my sophomore year of high school, and that's when it became pretty consistent. And man, I smoked a lot of weed and I got really unhealthy. More unhealthy than I already was. I got real lazy and I kept trying to tell myself to get in shape, and I really didn't for like 6 or 7 years of living that lifestyle, smoking hella weed. And finally I kind of got a little into shape and I feel a lot better now. But now that I feel better, I can tell when the weed's fucking with me a lot more now. If that makes sense. I can feel it in my lungs. I can feel it in my throat when that shit hurting. And I bought this fucking sick ass bong, brother. I wish I could show you guys. Maybe I'll post a picture of it and so y'all can see it. It's a Jerome Baker. That shit say H-Town on it. But dude, it gets fucking dirty quick. I have to put a lot of cleaner in it, and wherever the water sits, it forms like this moldy weed rim, and the actual bowl itself gets a lot of like resin buildup, and you have to clean it out because it gets clogged, and it looks like black tar, man. And all I can imagine is that's what's inside my lungs, and that can't be fucking good at all. But we just out here living like Larry, so we ain't got time to worry about that shit. Pass the fucking bong. Let me hit that shit, bruh. One more time. How many of y'all remember what it's like to live like Larry, bro? Y'all still living like Larry? I feel like I get on social media and I have friends that still get to live that Larry life, bro. They out there getting turned every night. And I just question how their body can handle it, man. I can't do that shit anymore. I used to be a fucking tank. I used to be able to party all the time. And I've come to the point where I can get fucked up good one day on a weekend, but that next day, bro, I'm going to need to recover. I'm going to need to drink some Pedialyte. I'm going to need to smoke a lot of weed and eat some good food because my shit's going to be fucked. And I don't know what happened, bro. I used to be a tank with that shit. I have a homie in the military, this fucking guy. I'm not going to say his name because he's in the military, and I got mad respect for this guy. He's a fucking savage, brother. He'll just get drunk as shit. I mean, dude, everybody's gonna know who it is because I mean, who's really listening to this? But yeah. Anyways, he's a fucking savage. This guy will drink anybody down. I don't know how he does it, man. Well, he went to the fucking army. That's how he does it, bruh. And I don't know how that makes me feel about our armed services. You know, they're out there getting fucking wasted, and you know, protecting us. But I guess if I was out there, I'd probably be getting fucking drunk as shit too. It's a damn shame they can't smoke weed. You think that would be okay? Because, you know, them boys are getting fucked up out there doing that yayo and that ecstasy, you know, that shit that gets out your system real quick. Because these motherfuckers sweat. But, I mean, besides him, like, I got a lot of friends that I went to college, man, and they just became fucking party animals, bruh. I used to be able to out party these guys, and now I'm like, fuck, man, I don't think I can do it. Which, I mean, that's all right. Everyone has their time to party. What are some good parties? Man, graduation, I got fucked up. That was a good night. Ate some Molly that night. I used to do Molly. That's so bad, bro. Please don't do Molly. No one do Molly. Because you don't know what it is, man. I remember after my Molly days, I probably did that shit like 3 times only, guys. Don't freak out. I wasn't a Molly head, but it was pretty close timing when I did it. So it was like a little period, a saga, you could say. I've been through many sagas. The marijuana one has continued, but I went through my Molly saga. I had a motherfucking LSD saga. That shit was kind of dark. You feel me? But the Molly's, bro, you gotta be careful with that shit. I have a friend who's a drug dealer, and he came up to me when we were in school, and he looked at me real stern in the eyes. It's never good because this is a real funny guy, you know? We never had any real stern conversations, and I'm kind of scared because he's a drug dealer, but whatever, we're in high school. What's the worst that can happen? We're selling fucking Nick Sacks out here. And he tells me, don't buy any Molly in Cyprus. It's all crystal meth. And I was like, nice, man. Because when I reflected back, all of the crystal meth, I mean, not all the crystal meth, all the Molly we were doing was fucking crystal, bruh. It looked like crystals, and so I'm assuming we might have been on some that mayor, which isn't, you know, anything cool, but it happened. And, you know, nature versus nurture, you know, this is a nature experience. So, yeah, don't take fucking Molly. I'm telling you, you learn from life. And don't do that. Don't do that. Another saga, bro. People could say video games are fucking drugs. I used to be a gamer. I went real deep. Celestine, I went real deep too. You know, I'm gonna expose him real quick, but I'm pretty sure we'll speak on this again in the future. They fucking microtransactions got my boy. That GTA got my boy. He was dropping big bands on that shit. But we went deep. We went deep on video games for a little bit, man. And that also wasn't a good time in my life. I was really distracted and just wasting time on that shit. And you pull yourself out of it every now and then, but damn, man, some good ass games come out. You're like, fuck. You feel me? But your pussy will pull you out of that. Or if you're, I mean, man, so like girl gamers, like, damn, I don't think girls are really gonna, I'll just get off that subject because both audiences won't really, can't really reflect on that. Because I don't think most girls game, right? Or is that me just generalizing? But I don't think so. The ones that do are pretty cool, but then, you know, it's just a little like, what the fuck, bruh? Can I call you a cunt because you're pissing me off in the game, or is that fucking sexist and am I gonna get me tooed? So we don't do that. Yeah, bro, I won't even fucking play games anymore because there's nothing but 10-year-olds in there, bruh. And, you know, I'm just like, nah, man, I can't be talking to you. I'm out of high school, man. I'm grown. I be thinking I'm still in high school. It's weird. It's been like 4 fucking years. And You realize it until you see high school kids and you're like, oh shit. Fucking glad I'm out of that. If you could relive a day in high school, would y'all do it? I think I would. And like, I guess you would have knowledge of everything since then, but it's only one day. So you have to make the most out of that day. That'd be pretty cool, huh? I think I'd relive like a fall day my junior year of high school. That's when I kind of started fucking up, bruh. I had great grades all the way up until my junior year, and then took that SAT, got that auto acceptance, and we said fuck school. We just started having fun. You heard me? We ain't failed no classes, but we just started having fun. Yeah, we used to do some dumb shit at school, man. But statute of limitation. Can I talk about this? I mean, a tiny little rat on us. Like, who's gonna hear this really, right? I remember one time I didn't have a double early release my senior year of high school. I just had single early release my senior year. But I was that guy who didn't take any athletics or any PEs because, like I said, I was a fucking slob and stoner who procrastinated shit until my senior year. So I took PE my senior year, and like a fucking finesse king, I had PE 7th period, and I had early release right after that. So I would go in there and I would shake coach's hand, check in, and I would dip the fuck out. And Celestina would be waiting for me, who had double early release, and we would go on our merry way. For some reason, something happened. Celestino didn't have the car. Maybe he was letting someone in his family use it. So we were riding home with a friend of ours who also smoked marijuana. So as one would assume, we would all hang out after school and smoke. This guy was a fucking savage, though. And I'm waiting for coach, and it's taking a little bit longer for him to do attendance and shit and me to check out. And I finally make it outside, and there's baseball fields right next to our school. And right next to the gym. When you walk out, the baseball fields are right there where the team plays. And his fucking truck is parked right there. I see his truck parked on the grass by the baseball fields, and I'm like, "What the fuck, dude?" Trying to get caught up, right? Just trying to get caught up. The road's maybe like 50 feet away, so he's like good parked behind the bleachers right there on the fucking thing, man. So I go out, run, hop in the car. And these motherfuckers are smoking a joint in there, man. Hotboxing. I'm like, fuck, all right, cool. I really wasn't upset about it at the time. I was more happy that there was a joint already sparked, to be honest. Because, gluttonous stoner type shit. And we start smoking. We leave the parking lot. We get out. We're good. We're driving. We make it to the first light, man. And campus cops pull up behind us. And we're like, fuck, bro. Windows still all the way up. Hotboxing that bitch smoking. We go past the lights, and sirens turn on, bro. Fuck. What do we do? We got pretty much a full-ass joint burning. They say, toss it. I had it in my hand. We put the windows down. All the smoke drains out. I toss it. We turn on the next street. I'm getting like anxiety even talking about it. Nothing even happens, bro. That's fucking stupid. Marijuana for you, right? We turn on the street, and I'm already thinking to myself, all right, cool. We're going to jail. Like, this is going to be the first time I'm going to go to jail. Fuck. What am I going to tell my mom? How am I going to tell her to come pick me up without her being completely pissed off? And then I remember I had like stems in my backpack and like maybe 0.3 and shake. But you know how cops are in Cyprus. They'll take your ass in for anything. They'll take your ass in for having brown skin. No, I'm just kidding. But they'll try to find something, especially a campus cop, but then, that becomes a whole school situation, and then it's even more fucked. So I'm ready. I'm like, all right, we're all going to jail. Fuck it. And the cop gets out. She walks up to the car, and I swear she takes a fucking deep breath. I'm not even being hyperbolic. I swear she took a deep breath. She looked at the driver. She looked at Celestino. He was riding shotgun. They look back. He looks at me. and she leans over and she grabs her walkie-talkie. She goes, beep beep. There's no females in this vehicle. And I'm like, oh shit, what? And then she looks at us and she goes, are y'all seniors? And we're like, yeah, what? She's like, oh, y'all have double early? We're like, yeah. There ain't no females in this vehicle. We're like, nah, there's no females in here. And at this time, my driver is so hyped. The driver's so hyped because he knows, they're not looking for us because we were parked on the thing and we were smoking weed. They're looking for somebody else. So he's like, nah, man, you can check the whole car. We don't got no females in here. And she's like, all right, we saw two freshman girls walking by the baseball fields and we saw them get into a car. We're like, nah, we ain't got no females in here. She looks at us. She says, all right, well, y'all have a nice day. Carry on. Bruh. I had done shit in myself at that point. But, those were the moments that we fucking chalk it up to the universe that it was not our time to experience that shit. And, yeah, man. But I've been trying to stay off the weed, man. I've been trying to prove myself. Well, actually, I can't say I've been trying. I've been wanting to try. I've been thinking about it because, you get dependent on that shit. It would be a lie to say that people don't use it as a vice because it is like my beer after work. But, I mean, I guess no harm done, essentially. But I kind of do want to prove it to myself that I can go without it. Buddy of mine recently stopped completely for 6 months now. Damn near. Damn near feels like it. Maybe it's been less, but shit. And I never thought he would stop, so I know he could do it. I just want to see I've been living healthy this past year, or healthier than I've ever been, so I kind of want to see how I would feel without doing it. And in work, it kind of fucks me in my concentration. Bro, I had to fucking pass a piss test. That shit was horrible. You gotta finesse hard to do that, bruh. You gotta do hard stuff to pass a piss test. You gotta tape, some hand warmers to your balls, and that shit can get hot, man. That shit can get real hot. And you don't want that to happen, and we do that shit for a shitty corporate job, man. I'm working a shitty corporate job right now. Pays good money, but it's like, fuck. I'm literally the cubicle guy, and I fucking listen to these podcasts all day of the creatives and all these superstars and shit. And they're like, I could never be in a cubicle. Imagine being in a cubicle. And I'm like, fuck, man. What am I doing with my life? I know this isn't meant for me either. And I work for a fucking trash corporate company. Literally, we handle trash, waste and shit. So that's like the worst corporate job you can fucking work of all time, man. And that's me right there, just typing away all day, doing my thing. But it's a foot in the door. We're doing our thing or whatever. We got some plans for this year. Like I said, this podcast is one of them. I don't know how it's going to go. We just fucking bullshit a lot. We talk a lot of shit, if you guys know us. I guess one thing I never explained about the name, I guess before I wrap it up soon. I guess I didn't do that long, but whatever. It's a good little intro so you guys can see what we're talking about. The name was originally going to be the Inner Circle. It was just kind of something we thought of. We wanted to have a badass table set up for our guests and stuff, so it's kind of like everyone has equal say, that representation, symbolism, or whatever. But we realized it would be better if it was the Outer Circle, because we have really no sources on anything. We don't have any insider information. We're not reporting anything new. We're just commenting on shit that's already happened. Maybe making predictions for the future, but really with no valid evidence or anything. Just kind of what we know. But yeah, man. That's pretty much what the fucking podcast is gonna be like. We're gonna be talking about just current stuff, what's going on with our lives, and it might just even become a medium, for us to communicate what's going on in our lives. Like, I don't think I've ever talked by myself for 30 minutes ever in my life. This is like a weird meditation moment and kind of what's the word I'm looking for? God damn, I'm so fucking high right now. Shit. What's the word I'm looking for? Projecting. I'm projecting what my thoughts. Yeah, I guess that's a good one. For some reason, the word I'm looking for starts with the R. But I'm projecting. But yeah, man, I would even recommend this for some people, even if you don't want to fucking post them. Just talk to yourself for a little bit. I'm just looking at a fucking screen right here. I had a little laptop ready, or a little tablet ready for some YouTube videos, or maybe some Google searches, so that we could talk about some stuff. What could I? I'll bring up some little coin events real quick here. Which I think about that boy Jesse Smollett, bruh. That boy was wildin', bruh. That boy was straight wildin'. He hired some boys to whip his ass. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. I'd do it though, but I'd get away with it. I would have hired white guys. Why didn't he hire? I don't know why he didn't hire white guys, and he said white guys did it. And he should have got people from out of town, make it look like a real hit. He should have, if he was gonna do that shit right, he would have actually damn near had to really put a hit on himself. But like, be like, hey, don't kill him. Like, he would have had to contact some real hitters and got a middleman to do it, and been like, yeah, fuck him up, but don't kill him, and wear some MAGA hats. Make sure you don't kill him. Just send a message. And then maybe he would have gotten away with it. And it would have been some out-of-town dudes. You know, they would have been smart. Do it just enough in front of a camera where they can get seen as white guys, but get away. And when you kind of making that much money, bro, you know, you got to do that. You got to invest. It's like an investment, bro. Risk. And he didn't pay for the best investment. He went halfway with that shit. And got some swole Nigerians to go in there. And they got caught up and said, fuck no. We ain't do shit. We got paid. And yeah, man. Now he's in jail with Arkells, which is another story. Arkells, man. What the fuck? That shit wild what he's been fucking doing, bro. That shit's unacceptable. 100%. And it's kind of crazy because everyone knew he pissed on that girl a long time ago. So, like, what the fuck? I mean, was she like 17 or something? So, I guess we could say, I mean, it wasn't that bad, but everyone should have known at that point. Like, he was doing some fuck shit. Then he had that interview where they asked him if he liked teenage girls, and he said, define teenage. Like, everyone should have known there, you know? That's no bueno. And then he got caught up recently. They're charging him for that one video where he was with that 14-year-old. That's fucking horrible, bruh. That's horrible. That's when we were like, what, in 7th grade? Fuck no. 8th grade? Fuck no. You couldn't make no decisions like that at that point. You'd be so fucking manipulated by his star power and shit. Or just forced at that point, I guess. I don't even know the story, but fuck, man. And apparently he was trying to get people to this case happened back when the pissing stuff happened, the original one. And he just had paid people to not talk about it and make that shit disappear. But everything's getting brought back up right now. Which is, you know, like this whole Me Too movement and the cancel culture, while in the grand scheme, it might be getting kind of out of control. Not even the Me Too, though, really. I can take that one out because that one's been mostly for the good, even though there's been some questionable outcries, like the Aziz Ansari one, which is, I kind of think of more of just like a bad date, you know, and just kind of like a pestering guy, which, I mean, it's still not good, but it's really not like Me Too, where they were Cosby and fucking Harvey Weinstein are just like fucking walking disgusting bags of shit, piece of shit right there, you know what I mean? But like this cancel culture is getting fucking wild, bruh. Everyone getting canceled right now, so you got to be careful. Damn, I forgot my train of thought on what I was saying, but yeah, man, that shit's fucking wild. Oh, R. Kelly, yeah. Dude, what the fuck? That guy's gotta get canceled though. Yeah, for sure. Chris Brown? Anyone want to talk about that guy? Should he be getting canceled? Uh, Probably, right? Beat the fuck out of Rihanna, and everyone was like, yeah, but she was putting hands on him too, and I was like, yeah, that's cool, bro. But they was young. Rihanna wasn't that. Rihanna thick right now, you know, so she probably heavy handed. You might have to put your hands if she put up, like if she tried to square up with you, you might have to fight her like a dude. Because if you try to get caught slipping and just wrap her up, she'll fucking catch you on the chin. She probably heavy handed right now. She thick right now, but you know she's slim thick. Hey, you're back then she was kind of skinnier, you know, and Chris Breezy could have just, you know, stopped that situation, but he just started fucking clocking her shit, bruh. And what the fuck? And then he had that bitch, Kamehameha, whatever her name is, Karachi. She had to put a restraining order against him, right? He assaulted Frank Ocean, who's a gay icon. That's fucked up, bro. Is he homophobic, bro? So what's up? We canceling him or not? Because he can sing or nah? Because R. Kelly can sing, bruh. But that dude did some fucked up shit, bruh. I mean, yeah, definitely not as bad as what R. Kelly, I mean, Chris Brown shit was definitely not as bad as R. Kelly, but, you know. I guess everything has to be case by case. It's not so black and white. You got to be kind of objective with it. And damn, I hope I didn't say anything fucked up. All right, guys. Well, that was kind of good. I think what are we at for the first one? Motherfucking 31 minutes. Damn, brother. All right. Well, that was just a little sugar taste of what we'll be doing around here. Fucking thank you if you made it this far, because I'm pretty sure I lost most of y'all within the first 5 minutes. But if not, stay tuned for next Sunday. I will have the man Celestino Sanchez here in the flesh to talk some bullshit and maybe some bushkari. And who knows, maybe we'll have a guest in here. Most likely will. And we'll get a little drunk and we'll talk a little bullshit and a little bushkari. And it'll be a fucking good time. So thank y'all so much. Y'all have a fucking wonderful day and stay groovy, guys.